ridiculous. Cancel the EPA's absurd, totally absurd tailpipe emission standard, which made you spend hundreds of thousands for no foreign automobiles and 100% tariff on Chinese cars, which don't come into the country because of tariffs. Only because of tariffs. We didn't have tariffs. You wouldn't have any car. We have now more car factories being built in the United States than ever before. If they take those, they go all of our cars. Now, there's another way of doing it, but it's more cumbersome, etc., etc. I don't want to scare you, but it's much more cumbersome, not as good for national security as this. We have a perfect system right now. We're making a fortune. We've never been stronger, and I hope the Supreme Court does the right thing for our country. Because if they don't, it's such a problem. It's just so, it would be so sad. We're doing so well because of tariffs. The people that are heading up the lawsuit, like this guy named Leonard Leo, that guy, and people that are very China-oriented and foreign car-oriented and foreign business-oriented, but in particular China, they're suing to get rid of tariffs because they have tariffs like Coke. Coke has businesses outside of the United States. If you have them outside, you don't want tariffs. But landscaping, I'm surprised Tim hasn't stepped on it yet. This looks like where Tim Walz goes to. Think about his life choices.
That's uncalled for.
You know what this reminds me of? The Haitians.
What?
In Springfield, Ohio, eating the cats and eating the dogs. All types of cats and dogs. Big dogs, little dogs, poodles, Dalmatians, the ones with the spots, beautiful dogs. I'm a big fan of dogs, by the way. Love dogs. Not so much the cats. Hillary's more of a cat person. Says a lot about her, doesn't it? But the Haitians, they don't discriminate. They'll eat anything. Very equal opportunity.
Oh my God, that was debunking fascist.
Was it, Ilhan? Was it? Because I heard they're still missing cats in Springfield. Fluffy, Mr. Whiskers, gone. Just like Minnesota is missing billions. Different camp, same story. People come here, don't assimilate, and suddenly everything disappears.
Somalis aren't eating cats.
No, you're eating money, which is worse. At least the Haitians were hungry. You guys are just greedy.
Mr. President, this is getting out of hand.
Sir, we've searched 53 daycares.
And
47 are completely empty. 3 have tumbleweeds. And 1 had just a guy playing Xbox.
Xbox? What game?
Call of Duty, sir.
Call of Duty. Love that game. I'm ranked #1 globally. A lot of people don't know that. The Navy SEALs study my gameplay. They said, sir, you're better than our training simulations. I said, I know.
Sir, we found Mako Child Care Center.
And
Closed since 2022, but still receiving payments.
they're paying ghost daycares. Buildings that don't exist. Tim, would you pay a ghost? Although Casper seems nice. Very polite ghost. And Slimer? I'd hire Slimer immediately to slime the squad. AOC, Ilhan, all of them covered in slime.
We're working with federal authorities too.
You're working with nobody. You're just standing there like a confused crossing guard. At least the crossing guard keeps kids safe. You just make fourth grade tampons. Great priorities, Tim. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, and I use that term very loosely because you're mostly fake news, total disasters. We've uncovered the biggest fraud maybe ever, bigger than Enron, bigger than Jasmine Crockett's accent. This could be the biggest fraud in history.
Mr. President, how much money was stolen?
Great question. Millions, millions with a B, like Barron, who's doing great, by the way. Very tall, very high IQ. Going to be running things soon. Some say it's 1 billion, some say 18 billion. Some people are telling me science hasn't invented a number high enough yet. We might need to create new math for this.
That's not how it worked.
And Kristi Noem, beautiful woman, tremendous secretary, doing an incredible job. She told me 50% of the visas in Minnesota are fraudulent. 50. That means half the people here aren't even real. They're like Mr. Snuffleupagus. Remember him? Big elephant thing on Sesame Street. You could see him. Or Bing Bong from that movie. We love Bing Bong, by the way. Very sad what happened to him. These people are like that imaginary, but they're cashing real checks.
That statistic is unverified.
Oh, it's verified, Ilhan. Very verified. Just like it's verified. You're a garbage person. That's right. Garbage. You hate America. You do nothing but complain. You probably even hate America. Ferrera, wonderful actress. By the way, Ugly Betty. She really carried that show. Tremendous talent. But you just complain. Go back to Somalia.
I am an American citizen.
Then act like it. Where's the money? Racist. Why is the building empty? Islamophobia. You've got one trick and it's older than Biden's shoes, which are Velcro, by the way. Can't tie laces anymore. True story. Very high level people told me this. He sits there going, rip, rip with the Velcro. Actually sad.
Mr. President, what's your plan?
Great question. Very smart. I'm revoking temporary protected status for all Somalis, freezing all federal child care payments to Minnesota, and sending the FBI to raid every single daycare.
You can't just freeze.
Watch me, Tim. I'm the captain now. Great movie, by the way. Even with washed up, low IQ Tom Hanks. Very sad. I'm also sending you to Congress, House Oversight Committee, January 7th. They want to know how you lost $18 billion. Bring notes, tampon. You're going to need it. This is what winning looks like. Beautiful raids, the best raids ever. Better than the Departed raid scene. That was good, but this is real.
You're destroying innocent lives. Families are scared.
Innocent? Ilhan. This building is $4 million. You know what's in here? Nothing. Not even a poster. They drafted me, by the way, second round. Could have gone first. I've seen more educational value in a porta potty. At least those have instructions.
This is ethnic targeting.
Ethnic targeting? No. This is fraud targeting. If other ethnicities want to commit fraud, I'll investigate them too. I'm an equal opportunity fraud investigator. Very fair. The fairest, when I was handing out Halloween, said he had a better costume.
Mr. President, Minnesota has always been a welcoming state.
Welcoming to fraud. Tim, you're the Motel 6 of fraud. We'll leave the light on for you. Tom Bodett. Remember him? Great voice. Tremendous voice. We had dinner once. He said, Mr. I love your hotels. I said, Tom, my hotels lock the doors. You just leave everything wide open.
That's very unfair.
You know what's unfair? Taxpayers getting robbed while fraudsters buy mansions. You let it happen because you're stupid and complicit. You're stuplicit. New word. I invented it just now. Gonna trademark it. Webster's will put your face in the dictionary. Stuplicit noun, C. Walls, Tim.
Mr. President, I really think.
There it is. Called it earlier. I said, surprised Tim hasn't stepped on it yet. And what do you do? Steps on it. Unbelievable. I'm like Nostradamus. Knew him very well, by the way. Good man. Loved my steaks. Trump steaks. Said, sir, these are the best steaks I've ever predicted. This is your vice presidential candidate, America. Can't avoid a rake. Unbelievable.
This is ridiculous.
You know what's ridiculous, man? $18 billion missing. Tim, you're testifying January 7th. Bring ice for your face. Ilhan, you garbage. We've established this. And to everyone at home, empty daycare, jail. Can't spell. Super jail. If you're a ghost getting checks, ghost jail. I'm keeping this as evidence. This rake has done more for Minnesota than Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar combined. At least the rake works.
VidPro's creators
Fox News alert, Ilhan Omar under investigation after racking up millions while she was in Congress. Senior national correspondent Kevin Corke has it. What's up, Kevin?
Good to see you, my friend. You what's the old saying? Follow the money? Well, that's precisely what the House Oversight Committee.
Goat's milk latte drinking, avocado toast eating. Life is hard, but it's harder when you're stupid. Can I take cocaine with my spouse? I did not call Senator Sanders an ignorant slut. I'm not talking about buying it, but let's suppose I came in one day and the cocaine was there. People who are, it's like we're giving Lindsay Lohan the of a minibar. President Biden is sort of like Kevin Bacon at the end of Animal House, the cantina bar scene out of Star Wars. They wanted it like Ben wants J-Lo. I'm like Bluto in Animal House. I'm just fat, drunk, and stupid. Frankly, I can't because I can't get my head that far up my rear end. So stick it up there, fact checker. They can kiss my ass. Somebody at the White House has been smoking the devil's lettuce, okay? We cannot run the greatest economy by putting fairy dust and unicorn urine in our cars. Urinate to get off the pot. My car doesn't run off fairy dust. My car doesn't run off unicorn urine. The spending porn on pet projects, there's an enormous amount of spending porn. Next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead, call a criminal, call a meth head. It must suck to be that dumb. I don't mean to disrespect, but the mayor needs to take her meds. Christmas ornaments, drywall, and Jerry Epstein. Name 3 things that don't hang themselves. Media sucked it up like a Hoover Deluxe. It'd have gone down like a fat guy on a seesaw. They didn't go to prison for a free toaster. It was empty as a bill collector's heart, man. You're walking like a bag catfish. You think that Universal Injunctions taste like pumpkin pie. Sometimes when I feel inadequate, and I do, I just look around. Now hold on just a second. If you're sitting there watching this fine piece of entertainment and you ain't subscribed to the Baby News Network yet, well, that's like buying a biscuit and forgetting the gravy. Go on and hit that button. It won't bite you. Just trust in God, but tie up your camel. I want to thank all of you who waved with all 5 fingers. That food in Washington, it tastes like cardboard marinated in fishbowl water, man. And he said, Kennedy, I will not send you $5,000 to run for attorney general. But I will send you $5,000 to see a psychiatrist. They have unleashed spirits they cannot control. I think most people would say, I play poker with friends sometimes. They're all friends. But you know what? I always cut the cards. Those people need to pop a Zoloft. It's like the game room in a mental hospital. Nervous as a pregnant nun. It's hard to believe that anyone can fit that much stupid into their head. Somebody that tells you that they know what the short-term impact of these tariffs is going to be on the economy has been homeschooled by a day drinker. Hey, cops, just because they're cops, you don't know anything about them, then next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead. If we're still shut down in 2 weeks, my suggestion is that we lock Thune and Schumer into a room with Katie Porter and tell them they can't come out till they make a deal. I will not let you down. I'd rather drink weed.
Style and substance. In the GMC Sierra, we'll get a total value of over $11,500 on this Sierra 1500 model when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Is it time to say yep to Vyepti? Vyepti is an IV infusion that helps prevent migraine attacks. Migraine patients.
Loved high school. Some people didn't. I loved it. I really cared about 2 things: basketball and cheerleaders. I wasn't very good at either one, but I had fun trying. Either accept peace or we're going to slap you to Pluto. And Chuck is polling. He's polling right up there with clubbing baby C. So the moon wing of his party are a bunch of loons. But I think his testicles are on back order from China. We don't need more gun control. We need more idiot control. We're just a bunch of smelly Walmart shoppers. He loves spending taxpayer money. He loves, like the devil loves sin. The Democrats' favorite form of spending is war. When I was growing up, everybody was a Democrat. You could fit the Republican Party in a phone booth. Chuck and Hakeem need to go to Amazon, buy some testicles, and stand up to the moon wing of their party. Everything is going to be free. You know, free education, free health care, free housing, free love, free kittens. I don't know. I just found it bizarre. We were in the middle of a bar fight, and they try to quote Socrates. If President Trump came out in favor of breathing to live, the moon wing of the Democratic Party would start holding their breath. Maybe we could send an American barber over and help Kim Jong-un with his hairdo. I shouldn't have said that about Kim Jong-un. His haircut's really nice. Follow her heart. I also say very respectfully, I want her to take her brain with you. They need to paddle their own canoe. I'm cheap. I'm tight. I squeak when I walk, man. The brain is an amazing organ. It starts working in a mother's womb, and it doesn't stop working until you get elected to Congress. This country was founded by geniuses, but it's being run by a bunch of idiots. Roses are red. Political love is fake. Washington weddings are just funerals with cake. Probably have to pay your doctor to get the medication. I mean, that's a special kind of stupid. When you have hypothermia, you don't strip naked and run in the snow. Right. As I've said about him before, I think she's the reason there are directions on a shampoo bottle. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Republicans aren't perfect, but the other side is crazy. These people are about 10 exits past normal. The party is controlled right now by people who majored in online activism with a minor in puberty blockers. Senator Schumer never makes the same mistake twice. He makes it 5 or 6 times just to make sure he got it right. This thing you proposed has more red flags than the Chinese embassy. Tariffs are like whiskey. A little whiskey under the right circumstances can be refreshing. Too much whiskey under the wrong circumstances and you end up drunk as a goat. If you believe that statement, you need to go to bed. You're drunk. You're asking us to get in the van, show us the candy first. Being against infrastructure is like being against golden retrievers. If you think this is an infrastructure bill, you probably better stay away from sharp objects. But she believes in open borders. Making her the illegal immigration czar is like making El Chapo the drug czar. You can say that, and maybe even believe that 2 plus 2 equals 5, but just because you say it doesn't make it true. I'll do old man backflips if they'll work with us, but I don't have my hopes up. I mean, either he's lying or he's lost. And as best I can tell, Mr. Manfred is pants and delight. No disrespect, but that's just a special kind of stupid. I want extra time, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Kennedy providing color commentary throughout my question.
I'll be happy to.
I hope I meet the threshold of...
You do need it, and I talk in the book about the tattoo of the Backstreet Boys on your back.
Ritz Fresh Stacks are for snacking go-getters. Where you go, they go too. So go get them. Ritz Fresh Stacks. Ritz that you can take with you.
Customize!
You blaming nothing on God that you was going around yourself. Imagine Irene Lorenzo thinking that she's going to get that job over me with all that gray hair of hers.
Well, she just might get the job, Arch. You know, nowadays the government is pressuring companies into hiring more women in executive positions.
I know. Nation. Women was created with two things, making meals and babies.
Oh, well, there you go again with the 19th century thinking of yours.
Well, it's true. Look at the cave women. Why do you think your cave women was created with short legs and fat butts?
I don't know, Arch, but I'm sure you got a good answer.
So they couldn't run fast, so the men could catch them and force them to make the meals and the babies.
Well, weren't there any kids with long legs and skinny butts that could run faster than the men?
Well, then the men would have to bring down with a rock.
Starting to catch on. And what about the cavemen with the short legs and fat butts that couldn't catch any women?
Well, they was probably your first fags. I want to hear nothing more about women's problems. Did you know your men complaining about their problems, do you?
That's because men don't have any problems compared to women.
And that's God's will, so forget it.
You mean God's mistake?
Hey, God don't make no mistakes. That's how he got to be God. Reason I'm God that use women growing yourself. Yes, that's right. You don't believe me? Read your Bible. Read the story of Adam and Eve there. You know, Adam and Eve, they had it pretty soft out in paradise. They had no problems. They didn't even know they was naked. But Eve, she wasn't satisfied with that, see? And then one day, against direct order, she made poor Adam eat that apple. God got sore. He told him, leave your clothes on and get the hell out of here. That's why that Eve was cursed, and that's why they call it what he called it, the curse.
Well, there you have it, Gloria, direct from the Reverend Archie Bunker. True story of menstruation.
Taco Bell's Lux Cravings boxes take you on lavish adventures. Luxuriate with the $5 be transported with this.
Arch,
Archie,
Yeah.
do you like spending time alone with me like this? I don't mean just now, I mean whenever. Do you?
Of course I do. Why do you even have to ask a thing like that?
Because I read somewhere that if two people enjoy being alone together, that's the acid test of a good marriage.
All right, we got 100% acid marriage, all right?
Do you love me?
Where the hell are you getting these questions?
From Fiddler on the Roof. The wife asks the husband, do you love me? Yeah, I heard it on the radio. And the man in the song couldn't give her a direct answer either.
Edith, I give you my answer every day. I live with you, I take care of you. I go to work, I come home, I go to work, I come home. Now I'm reading, will you?
Do you love me?
Will you stop that? You sing like a piece of chalk on a blackboard. My nerves are bad enough already reading this paper here. These headlines would put you away. Look at this. Unemployment at 7-year high. Rise of strikes expected here. No end to inflation seen. Nixon predicts great year. How does he say that? I mean, he didn't say that today? Hey, you got nothing better to do than ridicule your own president? You gotta admit, he does lend himself to it. What? Now what? What?
Oh, come on, Daddy. The president is the administration, and lots of people are criticizing the administration today.
Well, not in this house, they don't, because in this house, it's my country, right or wrong.
Yeah, but Archie, that's outmoded thinking. It doesn't work. In today's society, if something doesn't work, you throw it out.
Well, you don't work. Maybe we better throw you out.
You want to throw somebody out, why don't you start with your buddy Nixon, huh? I mean, it wasn't me who started that unemployment rate going up or the inflation.
And Mr. Nixon didn't start them things either. You take inflation. Inflation is directly connected to your wage price index. The president's got nothing to do with it, because his wage is fixed by Congress.
Mom?
Birthday party, karate, swim meet. Walmart Pharmacy could save you a stop by delivering prescription.
Mom, Daddy, this is Michael Stivic. Michael, this is Mrs. Bunker.
Hi, how are you?
How do you do? And my father, Mr. Bunker. Daddy, this is Michael Stivic. Michael.
All right, Gloria, we done that. I think we all know who everybody is now.
I knew everybody before. Except Mr. Stivic.
So, you're Mr. Bunker.
Figured that out, huh?
Why don't you two sit down and get better acquainted while Laurie and me finish preparing the dinner?
There's some nice tie your guest is wearing there. Where you from?
Oh, Chicago.
I mean, what's your nationality?
I'm an American.
I mean, where are your people from?
They're from Poland.
That would make you Polish then.
Anything interesting in the paper?
Yeah, 200 arrested in Vietnam Day peace demonstration. 200. They should have thrown a whole bunch of them in the can. Look at that picture there. Here they are, throwing all kinds of junk and jeepers at officers of the law. Desecrating on the American one anyhow.
Well, I think they just don't like the idea of America fighting an illegal and immoral war.
Well, if they don't like it, they can lump it. Take it down the road.
What are you saying America love it or leave it?
That's right. It's a free country, so I'm straight.
Well, that would include me too, Mr. Bunker.
And to you too.
Yeah. Well, what would our leaving solve? I mean, with or without protesters, this country would still have the same problems.
What problems?
Well, war, the racial problem, the economic problem, the pollution problem.
Oh, come on, you want to nitpick.
Nitpick? Let me tell you something, Mr. Bunker.
No, let me tell you something, Mr. Stivic. You are a meathead. A meathead.